to do a reading for you. Like I said, I got a couple that I am wanting to try and practice on, so you'll have to bear with me. But is the music level and everything, is that okay with you? Is it all good? Okay, good. And are you surviving this blessed mess that we're enduring? Yes, there's a lag in the chat, and then also a lag from it's kind of a double lag. As soon as you send the chat, it's good, but as it just is a lag, normal lag stuff. I don't know. I'm not a big computer person, so I couldn't tell you. But that's about as good as it gets right now. That's about all I know to say. Well, Evey, what kind of reading would you like done today? Okay. Well, we definitely can take a look. And see if we can get a feel for that. Let's do a Celtic cross on that one. That's not one of the ones that I was looking to practice, but the other two wouldn't fit that very well, and I think the Celtic cross is going to be what will be better for your question here. So let's do that. Evey, if I could have you give me 10 numbers from 1 to 78. 10 numbers 1 to 78. Great. Evey, darling, you have 45 in there twice. It's fine. All right. Okay, and Evey, just to let you know, I only read right side up, and I am a note taker. So when I lay the cards out, it will be one of these that I will go through it. I'll take my notes on the cards as to my intuition as to how I feel about the meanings of the cards in accordance to their position. So let me make sure that I have your question right. You're wanting to know about your career path right now, that you don't know exactly what direction to go with that, or what to maybe even expect of it. Is this correct? Oh, whoops. Okay. Is it? Okay. So the first card is the Ace of Wands. Okay. So So, the first card is the Ace of Wands. It talks about there being a new sense or a new drive of passion. This is in the past position. We're talking about this being something that really what I feel like that this was for you is that the driving factors for you to want to change are creativity and passion for this specific area or genre of work. But there is the second card that I pulled up from here is in the 9 position, which is the hopes and fears. There is a bit of a reluctancy. I feel as though there's a bit of reluctancy to let go. That there's a bit of fear of what will happen if I let go of the present job that I'm in or career that I'm in, or if I let go of whatever may have came with that job. There being maybe some sacrifices, and you're afraid that what those sacrifices may do for you or to you or to others or through others or something like that. But I feel like that there's really no need to be too worried about that as of now, though. But I do feel that there is that just that bit of fear of, what happens if I do. But that is counterbalanced, though. Like I said, that is counterbalanced, though, with that creativity and passion, which has drove you to this place of a new career. Yeah, that's exactly kind of what I have a feeling of. I mean, it's like, am I doing this right? I mean, that's what is. Am I doing this right? Is that really what I need to do? That kind of feeling and emotion. So, but definitely feeling that drive, that passion to move forward. So the next 2 cards that I read is the present and then helps and hindrances. So, Evie, is this something that you're already kind of like doing on a part-time basis anyways? Like, um, I really don't know how to further example that. Okay. Yeah, because I was kind of getting this this draw toward the next card is the sun. That's this one here. And so when we're talking about the sun, we're talking about one's jobs and career is taking off with fantastic results, which I don't know. I don't know about the whole celebration side of that as much, but I was kind of getting the feeling that this is something that you're actually, you have been having some luck in going ahead and doing it anyways. But you're kind of in this in between of, I want to jump more into it, but yet I don't know if I need to, or something like that. The card on top of that, which is the help and hindrances, is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords talks about a hostile work environment, which would be a hindrance, but I mean, depending upon what it is that you're going into, like this right here, with me doing these readings like this, you know, I open up myself to it being a hostile work environment, because it doesn't even have to be the things around. It doesn't even have to be the people around you. You can make it hostile yourself, which there, in going back to card 13, the death, and talking about, you know, that that self-doubt and fear, that is hostile. I mean, there's nothing about that is supportive. So just know that having that fear and self-doubt is going to can possibly play a role in this. It's not to say to not do it, I'm not going. I can't tell you that, not as of now. But it is just a precaution of try to take care of yourself. I don't know if it is it. Does it have to do with the? I gotta ask. Does it have to do with the metaphysical world, like doing tarot reading or something like that, or is it something just completely? Am I way off there? If I'm way off there, that's fine with me. Well, Reiki here too. So yeah, that's a hazard of the job. That you got to be willing to be like, I hear you, but I need to do this for me. And what I do isn't a reflection upon you. So, that's a direction to head in with that. So, the next card, this card here, this is the Wheel of Fortune. What? Hang on. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is in the conscious mind position. So this is what you know. Okay. So we're talking about as a new fortune could be entering one's career path, but one needs to be open-minded about how it unfolds. One should take the new job. So what I'm seeing here is that you're open-minded, which that's very obvious, very clear. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting into the field. I mean, this takes a special person. It takes somebody that really has the heart to do it. So, knows to be open-minded about how it unfolds. And then on the subconscious mind is the hanged man. But now deep down, okay, the subconscious mind, the unconscious thoughts, the subconscious thoughts, you know that you don't need to move too quickly, which is absolutely true. Don't press yourself into this and just jump in, because you present yourself to a situation that that could be dangerous to you. Sometimes we want to just jump right into something and without consulting our higher self, and then we end up getting hurt by the situation or whatever, and then in the long run it just wasn't worth it. So this is kind of what your subconscious, your unconscious mind is trying to keep you in awares about, okay? Okay. You're a highly intellectual person, aren't you? Like, did you do good in school? Oh. Well, okay. Yeah, I would figure. And I'm going to guess that this is part of the reason why those around you is saying, why are you doing this? Why is this your path of choice? Because it doesn't make sense as to your intellectual capabilities, or to them it doesn't make sense as to your intellectual capabilities. See, that's so this card here. Haha. Yeah, left to right there, buddy. This card here. This is the Queen of Swords. And what do we associate with swords? Intellectual, intelligence, and so on. And of course, the Queen is going to represent a female personality. May not be a person themselves, but may be a female personality. But so, I mean, it just whenever that card came up, I was like, okay, I think I see what the issue is here. So that's yes, and that throws a whole other equation into this whole Five of Swords issue of the hostile work environment. It is family and friends. I mean, it's just, the mindsets are seeing is believing. However, I believe things needs to be further reached. Exactly. I'm basically the same way. When I get done with you here, you're more than welcome to go to my channel and subscribe. And I have a video that actually I have put out there, my statements of beliefs and affirmations. And I mean, I felt like that I needed to, and so that's up there. But that's basically what I say. I there's stuff that I take into account too, as a physical world, history and science. But then there's just stuff that goes beyond that I'm like, yeah, but then we can also look at this. And I'm just kind of one of those people. So, and then the other card is the Nine of Pentacles. That's talking about self-discipline. That's in the spot of what I use. Thank you. That's in the spot of what I use as kind of the events surrounding this. And yeah, I mean, this is going to take self-discipline. That's for sure. And just kind of staying in that moment and being there as yourself and being there as you and accepting that as for who you are and what you do. Because every day there's going to be something that comes up. I have had a time this week trying to get this live show going, and I finally was like, okay, I'm going to try something, but I need your guidance. And it, could I have said and done something and not said anything about Spirit helping me? Probably. And could it have still worked out? Probably. But at the same time, it just helps with that confidence just enough. But anyways, that self-confidence in that I am doing the right thing. I am doing what I need to do. And, practice and precision in understanding are big key markers for this. So the last two cards, and the first one's not bad. The second one, people want to make bad, but it's not. Swords. So they're both swords. Or, no, excuse me. They're not both swords. One's a wand and one's a sword. So this here is the Six of Wands. It is in the near future position. And then we'll get to this one here in just a second. The Six of Wands is forward progression. So I see that this very well can work out for you. That there really isn't much to worry about it very much, but you still do have to be cautious. Be loving. All right, B, hello, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. And then Evey, the last card is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, you got this guy, he's laying on the ground, he's got the swords in his back and all this. There is something, though, here, and this is what I like about this deck, and I can't remember for sure if it's in any of the other, if it's in Rider-Waite or not, but I want you to look right here. See, just over the horizon, and I know I need to get a better camera for this, and I'm trying to work on it, that's for sure. But just over the horizon is the sunrise. There might be rough road ahead. There might come time that you may feel like you're dogged down, stabbed in the back, traded, or whatever. But remember, at the end of the day, there's that sunrise coming up over the horizon. And there's always going to be a new day. So hold your head up high and move forward, because the love and peace of the divine has you. It don't matter what anybody else said. This is your journey. Lead into it. Does that clear you up there, Evey? Oh, don't say that. Well, I hope that this has brought you clarity and strength and peace, and may the divine wrap you and surround you with everlasting light and love.